Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel of Astrologer Anil Aggarwala. Today we will be talking about uh, two nodes, the changing signs to Taurus and Scorpio axis. You see, I am taking true nodes because when we are taking the other planets true motion, then why not Rahu and Ketu? And Rahu and Ketu are very, if we do not take the true motion, then in every month twice or thrice when they come close to the luminaries, they become direct and they become most venomous. So how will you come to know the position if you take the mean position? And especially eclipses. Why we take eclipses? Because even in eclipses, the nodes are in direct motion or stationary. So friends, true motion should be taken and not mean motion should be taken as per my experience. Even in the birth chart, if Rahu is stationary or direct, it is most venomous until unless it is aspected by Jupiter. So friends, and this Rahu and Ketu matching in the horoscopes is most essential, which most of the astrologers fail miserably. 99.9999% fail because they do not consider Rahu. They take Rahu, the mean motion, and if the true motion is considered and Rahu is direct or it is stationary in the chart. Rahu is also, upakarka for marriage. So it spoils marriage. So Rahu has to be matched in the horoscope. Most of the astrologers fail. 90% of the marriages which take place in either boy or the girl, if Rahu is direct or stationary, it is venomous and it spoils the marriage. So friends, today we will be talking about the true nodes changing signs. The signs are changing on the 19th September 2020. Another few days to go, and then 17th of March 2022. So friends, we have already seen the transit of Rahu and Ketu in Gemini and Sagittarius is most volatile, most enigmatic and most catastrophic. As we have seen, you see all the times when Rahu and Ketu have been in the Gemini and Sagittarius, it has been a time of agony and pain for the complete world. You talk about the bombing in Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You talk about 9/11. You talk about the Spanish flu. You talk about 1982 and the AIDS virus. You talk about anything, and you will find that the Rahu and Ketu in the sign Gemini and Sagittarius are most enigmatic because they are in their nakshatra Ardra and Mula, and they are dreaded nakshatras, Adamukh nakshatras. So we need not talk much about it. We have already suffered. We are already facing coronavirus is one of the reasons because Rahu and Ketu were in Gemini and Sagittarius axis. Now, their changing will be a big transformation and healing. And it has been observed in the past that there were development of vaccines when Rahu and Ketu were in Taurus and Scorpio. Maybe it was penicillin or another, what we call for smallpox in 1798 and probably in 1900 and I don't remember exactly the year, but yes, when Rahu and Ketu were in Taurus and Scorpio axis, then penicillin was invented. So friends, we can hope that after 19th of September, the vaccines which are being researched, they may come into action. They may be launched in the world, and especially after the 20th November 2020, because Jupiter is still in Ketu will leave the sign Sagittarius, and because why Ketu is important, because Ketu, the nakshatra was Mula, and the lord of Mula is Ketu. It will leave the sign Sagittarius on the 19th of September. So Jupiter has become direct. One good. Second good will be Ketu is leaving Jupiter and the sign Sagittarius. Two goods. Now the third good is that Jupiter is fallen right now. So it goes in the sign Capricorn and it will become Vargottam till 3 degrees 20 minutes till the 8th of December, and a Vargottam debilitated planet is considered to be as if he is in a Mool Trigona sign. So it will give good results. It's a Jiva planet, so if the vaccines are launched between 20th of November to 8th of December, it can bring good. I'm not talking about the other, Jupiter is getting afflicted. Later on, we'll talk about it in the next article. So friends, Rahu and Ketu are good from moon signs, what are the transit influencers? The transit influencers are the ascendant, the Tara, the Janam Tara, the Ashtak Varga and the Dasha syndrome. And then the tail of the two moons, that is the the Murti Nirnay. At the time, this is very important, and at the time of the Rahu and Ketu, the nodes changing the signs in Taurus and Scorpio, at that time moon will be in the sign Libra. I have discussed in detail the transit of Rahu and Ketu, and unfortunately for India it is not going to be good, because it has been observed that whenever malefics transit in the star Rohini, it is very bad for India, and especially Rahu and Ketu transiting in the 1/7 axis of India is not good. Because it has been observed that whenever the axis 1/7 axis is influenced by malefics and Capricorn sign is also afflicted, then it is a time for agony and pain, and it is unnatural calamities, wars, virus, political tug of wars, so all, and earthquakes, all are on the cards. So friends, please read in detail. I have discussed everything in detail. Go through it. But this transit, as far as India is concerned, especially when Rahu goes in the nakshatra of Rohini, is not good. Any malefic transit in Rohini is not good. And moon and Rahu is Rahu is enemy to moon, and moon, the best, we all know the 27 nakshatras, and the best nakshatra of moon is Rohini. So the transit of Rahu in Rohini will be most enigmatic, venomous, and that probably after the February 2021. So friends, this axis is getting activated, the 1/7 axis, the Taurus and Scorpio axis getting activated for India is not very good. And if you see, the day is Saturday, and I have discussed in detail the Karna Lord is Jupiter. It is placed in the 8th house. It is in Papkatri Yoga. The Rahu is in the Yama of Jupiter. Jupiter is in the 8th house. The day Lord is in the Yama of Sagittarius, which is the 8th house where Jupiter is placed. So friends, in totality, the transit of Rahu and Ketu are not good. But Rahu going in the sign of Venus is definitely good, and it is considered that Rahu is exalted in Taurus and Ketu is exalted in Scorpio. But the eclipse which is taking place on the 14th of December, then, and that is at 29 degrees, where moon and sun will be together at 9 degrees in Scorpio. Moon will be debilitated, and then sun will be there. It will be in Gandanta, and Ketu will be at 25 degrees together with moon, together with Mercury, the nakshatra lord. The nakshatra lord Jyesta, Mercury, will be conjunct with Ketu at 25 degrees, and Mercury is the 6th lord of the natural zodiac, and getting with Ketu, the disease karka, is not good. So friends, that I have discussed already in my other articles. There can be a relapse of coronavirus, there can be other diseases like dengue, plague, other things, but most of the time it has been seen that whenever Rahu Ketu change sign, and especially the sign Scorpio, which is the sign of cancer as far as their diseases are concerned, so those people who are prone to such diseases, their disease may come out after this ingress. So friends, this is what I just wanted to share. Just go through the details, you will see it for yourself. The transit of Rahu Ketu in the 3, 6, 10, 11 houses from the natal moon is good. And then you have to see the nakshatras, 3, 5, 7 nakshatras from the natal Janamana nakshatra 3, 5, 7 are extremely bad, and the other I have mentioned. And I have also discussed the Murti Nirnay, for whom, which signs it is golden, which sign, which signs it is silver, which it is tamara, and which it is loha. So it is on a order of the strength getting lower. Gold is the best, silver the next, then copper the next, and loha the worst. The minimum good things. So you have to see for yourself. Just go through it, and you will see it for yourself till March 16th March 2022. Rahu and Ketu 22 Rahu and Ketu will be in this signs and prone to, and as we can say, the proneness to war will also increase, because Mars will be aspecting Ketu by the 8th aspect, and Mars will also be in Gandanta, and Ketu will also be in Gandanta. If you see, it is just coming from Sagittarius to Scorpio, and Mars in Gandanta will aspect Ketu in Gandanta, and Saturn will also be stationary. So the most prone time right now in the present scenario is from the 25th of September to 6th of October. So that's all about, friends. Just go through my article, read details, and if anybody wants to put some question, he can talk to me on WhatsApp. On my website, the WhatsApp icon is also there. So friends, this is all I just wanted to share. So friends, all the best. Wish you all the best, and thank you for listening to me. Bye bye.